big thanks to IEF for giving me this opportunity. My name is Balasubramanian Sethuraman, and I head HR for a logistics company called Parekh Integrated Services Private Limited. I have an experience of 24 plus years in the HR domain. I've been fortunate enough to work with like-minded HR professionals who have helped me grow along with them. So it's a good opportunity to share my experiences over the years. I have done my post-graduation from Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning, Pune. I was one of the first batch students in 2000. I have also completed my graduation in commerce. I have also completed my diploma in communications. In addition to that, recently I've been awarded the Laureate of Human Resources. I'm also in the course of pursuing my PhD in the due course. As far as my hobbies or pastime is concerned, I usually like cooking because that's an art that I picked up during COVID. So it's a good stress buster, and it actually helps you think and innovate on a particular dish and make it more interesting and more presentable and more tasty. Receiving these accolades actually gives you a more self-belief. It gives you an opportunity to actually recognize the efforts that you've put in as an individual, as a leader, and as a human being in terms of bringing in change for the team members for whom you're working day in and day out. It brings in a human-centric relationship, leadership, and innovative-driven strategies that help us to actually create a focused mindset on adaptability, creating empathy and collaboration. When it comes to change management, I believe transparent communication is the key to success. You need to be building trust, which is very crucial. So I always ensure along with the team that we actually provide the why behind the transitions, because that gives an opportunity for the person who's going to be benefited or is going to have a change in the way they are going to work, an opportunity to understand why this change or process or an innovation is required in a set procedure that we are actually following. Coming to the next part, to talk about the maintenance of morale, we need to proactively engage with each one of us, each one of the team members who are working with us. So the best way to do is to connect with them on a periodic, daily, weekly, monthly basis, either on a one-on-one case or through town halls or through emails, so that people actually believe in you, trust in you, and don't just be a listener. You just need to also give a feedback on the questions or queries or suggestions that they put forward, because that is what is going to help us get in more information, act on the information, and help us actually grow as a team. For example, in the logistics industry that I've been associated for the past 14 plus years, it's more people-centric, people-driven, which is now getting into automation, utilization of AI, and the latest technologies. What's important is to build in that trust that your job is not at stake. You're going to be a part of the bigger game plan, and the technology is just an enabler to ensure that we move from a transactional job to a very, very strategic job. Yes, because today without technology, you cannot survive. Not because you need to be in the rat race of using the best of the technology. It's all about ease of doing business, ease of maintaining a work-life balance for all the team members and all the stakeholders. So the logistics industry in itself has seen a massive transformation. If you talk about my organization, when I joined Parekh in 2011, we used to work out of tin boxes or warehouses, which were very basic, the way you would have a storeroom in a house. But today we have the state-of-the-art facilities with temperature control devices. We have a control tower which monitors the temperature. We have something called as AI-driven cameras, which actually can pick up voice sounds to actually check the man movements within the warehouse so that there is no pilferage or any theft. And obviously, technology also helps in giving real-time updates to the customer, because you and I have been using e-commerce periodically over the last 5 to 8 years. And we always are very, very enthusiastic about when our product is going to get delivered, and we keep checking it for the tracking. So in our business, where we are more pioneer into the medical devices warehousing and the agro products or paints, or if you talk about chemicals, most of these are very, very important and are a part of the day-to-day life. Hence, even during COVID, we were working all through and use the technology to our benefit and take it forward. So what we do, we also integrate technology with sustainability practices. So we are an IGBC certified organization. We are a platinum certified, one of the first in the entire India to be certified as a third-party logistics, wherein all our buildings are certified for sustainability measures. We have installed solar panels, which helps in reducing the utilization of electricity of raw power. We have also been able to support and sustain on the carbon emissions, because we have a very ergonomically designed offices. In terms of skill development to map the technological advancements, we have our own learning academy called Parekh Learning Academy, which helps in reskilling, upskilling our team members on a weekly, monthly, and a yearly basis. We have our own sessions which helps in updating and upgrading their knowledge, because technology is something which is going to help us move forward. We do not look at technology as someone as a media to reduce the workforce. We would look at technology to enhance our work and make a better productive outcome. I think diversity and inclusion is something which is a part and parcel of our lives, is what I look at, and it's something which was always there in India, but due to the Western influence, now it has got a little more hyped up, I would put it that way. But we as an organization have always been on the forefront of ensuring that we give equal opportunities to all the people. We do not look at only empowerment of male female ratio. We also look at giving opportunities to everyone. We take care of the compensation parity, we take care of the role parity, the skill parity. And how we do it, we have defined roles and responsibilities for each respective designations, and we usually avoid taking female team members when it's a shift work, because it will be a tedious job for them to work in the night shift. So what we usually do is we take them for the first shift or a second shift job opportunities, which is usually there in the tier 1 cities. In the tier 2 cities, we only look at them to come and work with us during the general shift. Now, what are the kind of job opportunities that is available? If you are an educated team member, you can work as a computer operator, you can work as a warehouse supervisor, you can work as a warehouse in charge or a manager. If you're not educated as a female team member, you can obviously work as someone who is doing a basic job of a picking and packing of a particular product. You can work as someone who's doing stickering on a particular product. Yes, we also use the female team members for quality checks, because the female team members have a very good eye for detailing. They are masters in managing the house as well as the work. So we usually prefer the female workforce, where they are able to add value in terms of not getting worried about their personal safety. So we ensure that transportation is provided wherever it's possible. We offer them flexible work timings if it is available. Yes, we also have our own mentorship programs, wherein the female team members are given an opportunity to shadow a senior colleague within the organization. Most importantly, we do not deviate or divide between a male female, or we do not deviate based on caste, creed. We ensure that we give opportunities to everyone. We also support the differently able team members as well, who work with us in a particular location, wherein they do basic stickering sitting in one place. So it becomes a very transactional job for them, but they are surprisingly very quick, because they're very focused, they're very They know exactly how they need to adapt to a particular situation, and they're able to provide us more results in terms of production. So the gender diversity is something which we have been as an organization looking forward to, because our promoters, our founders are very, very keen to ensure that we have adequate female team members working with us, and not only at a junior level but at a senior level. So our CFO, next to the CFO, is a female team member who leads the accounting operations for the entire organization. As I told earlier also, automation and AI is a need to have tool right now. So we need to have it because it helps us refine, define, and manage our work in a very effective and an efficient manner. It helps in streamlining operations. It helps in reducing cost by avoiding costly mistakes, and enhances efficiency. For example, the robotic process automation gives us an opportunity to cut down on all the manual work that one needs to do in case of, for example, processing a particular monthly MIS report. So the raw data can be just put in a particular file which has a macros already built in. One just needs to click a button and the entire dashboard which is required based on the stakeholders requirement is available in a short span of 30 minutes. Otherwise, without using an automation tool, it might have taken more than 2 days. And data is God. Data is what is going to help anyone make a very controlled, defined decision, and automation and AI helps us in doing that. The second example I can talk to you about is during a normal warehouse operations, wherein a warehouse picker can just pick a particular document based on using a scanner which has all the information available with him on that machine. He or she just needs to go scan the machine and pick up a particular document for further delivery. Same thing goes with customer experience. So with AI, the customers are updated on a periodic and a regular basis as to what is happening with their product, whether the products are being maintained in the right temperature controlled manner. Is there any deviation to any standard operating procedure? And we, being a very fair and a transparent organization, we give all these information to the customer, and the customers have this opportunity to go through it at any point in time with a particular data dashboard being flashed to them on a weekly, monthly, and a periodic basis. Same thing goes with something to do with demand forecasting. AI helps in maintaining, helps us in supporting in demand forecasting, wherein you can actually inform the customer which are the fast moving products, which are the slow moving products, and based on that they can also take a call on what needs to be stored, showcased, marketed, and help them in building their service lines. During the COVID period, we were one of the few organizations which were able to provide this information on a real-time basis, which helped most of our customers which are dealing in products that is helping team members with respect to COVID vaccines or to do with life-saving drugs. It really helped them to manage their product line in such a way that there was equilibrium maintained between the demand and supply. So automation, AI is something which is going to help us in moving forward, even in terms of recruitments, even in terms of upskilling and reskilling programs, or for that matter, if one just needs to go back and check the customer experience. With automation, life becomes easier. We keep running the surveys on a periodic basis, which gives us a feedback on how things are happening, internal customers and the external customers. And this can be done only by automating your survey questionnaires rather than going through the old format of just preparing an Excel Google sheet and taking it forward. There's no correct fit answer. I think what keeps changing is the generation. I mean, now it's Gen Z that we are looking at, which is more to do with they want to ensure that they have a very free life, work-life balance. We have the Gen X, which is more into savings and ensuring that, they are looking more from the sustainability point of view. So we have a mix of different generations working together today. So there are 3 to 4 generations that are working together today, and each have their own uh, requirements, and also each have their own areas of improvement. For example, if you're looking at a very starting level talent or a very base level talent, it's very difficult to find today, primarily because the education and what is expected within the industry, there is a big gap. And to bridge that gap is when we as an organization decided to form a learning academy called Parekh Learning Academy, wherein we have tied up with few institutes with whom we work on a regular basis. We provide internship opportunities to students who come to us, who work on live projects with us. And if we find them suitable, we onboard them by giving them a pre-placement offer. Else, they're always welcome to join any other competitor, because for us, we just want to ensure that we are supporting and bridging the skill gap which is there in the market. Second, that what we do is we always focus on the training and learning. So we have periodic learning sessions, we have periodic training sessions. So I keep differing between the training and learning sessions is because to train on a particular transactional job is called training, and to instill the learning is all about upskilling and upgrading one's knowledge to go to the next level. So training is something which is required to do your day-to-day transactions. Learning is something to grow from one level to the next level. What is it that we need to do? Campus Connects, which we keep regularly doing, wherein we have our own senior team members who join the go to colleges, give them information about what is the expectation of the industry and where the students are today and how we can bridge the gap to come and forward. As an organization, we also do a lot of branding in terms of giving opportunities for coming to us, working with us. So our internship opportunities are not a typical internship opportunities wherein you would come, you will do a 2 months spend in the organization and you will get one letter. We usually give each student who comes with us to for a specific project. We train them, we make them learn some new skill, and when they move out, they're actually adding value to themselves and to the organization. We do competency assessments based on what is required to fulfill our gaps. So each role, each designation has different competencies, different skill sets that is required. We ensure that we try to build as much as possible by giving them an opportunity to learn, upskill, upgrade. We have our own ways of doing it. So we have a 16 hours mandatory training program that we go through. Each team member needs to go through that. At the same time, for the new team members who come on board, we keep them on our pipeline. Whenever we get an opportunity, we onboard them. And yes, the scarcity is there, more so because of education and technology. The expectations are high, but the competency and the skill sets are something which still need to be kind of polished and taken to task so that it actually suits the requirement of the industry.